Stork getting the observers. He's able to take out those mines. Both players getting their expansions right outside of their main bases, outside, not inside. So those are not going to be as protected. And interestingly, they're both kind of near each other now. So this is going to turn into an intense game very quickly, with both of their forces' front doors going right next to each other. Nada putting up some more turrets there and going around. He's putting spider mines down in all the extra resource locations, so that it'll be a little bit more difficult for Stork to plant down an expansion. If he wants to, he's going to have to find that mine and kill it to make room for the Nexus. So in any case, excellent job by Nada holding this off. Stork going in for a bit of an attack, sending in zealots. Oh, I don't think Nada has enough forces for this, and I think he knows it. It looks like he's going to try and complete that command center and lift it off to get out of the way, but he is not able to. The SCV dies, and he has to cancel that command center. That was huge. That was huge. Nada was able to get in there and attack that expansion at just the right moment. Actually, if it attacked it a few seconds later, when that command center was already complete, that would have even been better, in my opinion, because then he would have been able to kill all those resources. In this case, Nada was able to cancel the command center and was able to keep those resources. Now, Stork's forces being tanked here, and he's not in a very good position there because they're being tanked over that ridge, and Stork Nada is being able to spot, so he's going to have to pull his forces back to avoid just being shelled over that ridge. A really nice location there, but he is at the bottom of the ramp. The zealots go in, attacking the tanks. Tanks fire go. Oh, Storm goes off after all the tanks, half the tanks and all the vultures. Half of his vultures go down. Most of his vultures go down. The tanks go down. He is now at Nada's front door. The dragoons are going in that bunker, and those two tanks are all he has left. A couple vultures, and those look like they're going to go down. Stork has too many dragoons, and they are focus firing. Aren't focus firing particularly well, but there is enough of them that are going to take anything in. More zealots come in, and Nada's front door has broken. He's going to lose yet another command center. This is brutal. If he manages to survive this attack, he's going to be way behind economically. This does not look good for Nada. Stork trying to chase down that barracks, because if he can kill that barracks, then Nada will not be able to replace any of his buildings. So if Stork manages to take out, and okay, Nada doing a very good job here, building another barracks in that hole so that he can, and that's brilliant. That just saved Nada's life right there, because if he had not built in that hole, Stork would have been able to rush in, and where he is now, he's able to plant tanks behind that, and those zealots are basically neutralized. Although he does have a shuttle. I don't know if Nada has turrets in the right spots. If he has turrets, he's going to be able to track down the shuttle before he... the tanks were attacking the dragoons, but the dragoons were ranging. There was only one tank within range of those dragoons. The dragoons picking off that supply depot. There is now a hole. There is a hole now for those zealots to get in. And all more reinforcements coming in for Stork. That's what he was waiting for. He was waiting for that next squad of reinforcements to go in. He has a shuttle there. This is going to be brutal. This is the end for Nada, I believe, because Nada's going to get stuff dropped all over him with that shuttle. He's going to have too many dragoons. I think he's going to try and build another building here to get in the way. But he's building a command center, in fact, to get in the way. He has that next barracks. Okay, it looks like Nada might have saved himself here. Stork going in. All kinds of zealots going in there. Tanks go off. This does not look good for Nada. Oh, Storm goes off over the tanks, over vultures. More Storm goes off. The Great Equalizer destroying half of Nada's army. That supply depot was almost dead. The only thing blocking from having a clear path for all of Stork's zealots. And basically, it looks like this is only a matter of time for Stork to just push in. He has contained Nada. It is difficult to contain a Terran, but Nada has built up several tanks, so this may be saving grace for him. He does have a Goliath too. It's brilliant by Nada, because most of the time Terrans forget to get a Goliath to hold off those shuttles, and the shuttle's just able to drop zealots right on top of his the Terran forces, and just absolutely destroy. They call them zealot bombs. Zealots being dropped on top of tanks, and the tanks attack the zealots, and the splash damage kills each other. Nada has amassed, I have to hand it to Nada, that he has amassed a nice, sizable force here to hold them off. Throwing the vultures in the way. Oh my god! Mines go off, tanks go off, everything explodes! Oh my god, oh my god. Stork losing all of his zealots, but Nada losing almost all of his forces, period, and Stork still has all those dragoons. This is probably the end for Nada. almost all of Stork's zealots are gone, but it's not going to matter. He has too many dragoons. Not only has 2 or 3 tanks right now, one of the zealots is attacking the tank. He did not have enough vultures to cover all those tanks after all of his vultures fucking exploded. And now he has an Archon in there too from those spent. This is not looking good. He's got observers in there. The shuttle is flying around. Looks like the shuttle might die, but it doesn't matter because Nada is all up in... Stork is all up in Nada's base. He has no forces left. Bring out his SCVs just to try and stall, but those are his factories right there. So as soon as anything pops out, Stork's going to be able to pick him off. I love Nada because he does not give up. I love him for that. He is awesome in that respect, and no matter how far behind it looks like, even though right now I don't think there's any way Nada can come back from this, he will not give up without a proper fight, and I love Nada's style for doing that. He is just, he doesn't give up, pushes through to the very end, and one of the things about Nada is his forces. I mean, he is so brilliant with the way he micros his forces that usually, I've said it before, I don't remember if I've said it on a commentary before, but one normal Marine is worth 2 to Nada because he uses his forces so well. And finally Nada does GG, but not giving up until basically he had nothing left to do. Very good effort by Nada. Stork takes this match. They're gonna have to. This is the first game of a. This round is a best 2 out of 3. So next week, they're going to be battling again. They're going to match up again. If Stork wins the first game next week, then Stork takes it. If Nada wins, it goes to a 3rd game, a final tie-breaking game to decide who goes on the OSL. That is going to be heartbreaking for me because one of these 2 great players is going to get out of the OSL. I wouldn't want either of them to be knocked out, but one of them has to. Alright, that was a great game. I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you guys for listening.